All right, fun fact. I went to see my surgeon today for my 1-year checkup. It's been 1 year this week since my bilateral toe knee replacement. The nurses were amazing. I walked in and they were like, oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight. I haven't lost 1 pound, literally. They were like, no, you've totally lost weight. I'm like, wow, does having your knees replaced make you appear slimmer? I'll take it. I'll take it. They were very sweet. I saw my surgeon and passed with flying colors. They took an x-ray. They said, you have a ton of ingrowth. And at first I was like, is that good? And he said, yeah, that's awesome. That means your bone has grown around the implant perfectly where we put it in. They did not use cement on me, so he's hoping that these implants last me for life. He didn't need to use cement. Sometimes they do, but he thought that the bone would grow around it well enough to not need cement. So he said everything was great, asked if I had any questions. I showed him my squats and some of my workouts that I was doing because I still have a good bit of discomfort every week, just in the neighborhood, as I've said before, just my legs, the calves, the muscles, the tendons around the knee more than the actual joint. And he was like, well, girl, you're working out. Like, you're literally squatting. You're doing single leg squats and single leg exercises. You're working on your alignment. He's like, you're probably doing more than most people do after a knee replacement. And he said, don't stop. Because I said, well, do I need to just back off for a while? He goes, no, you're not hurting anything. You're just up here pushing the limits of you're getting back into shape and pushing your body to work with a new joint. And that's just par for the course. So he said, probably over the next year, your body will adapt and you will become less sore. I was like, sir, after the next year? But I did say last week, we had a lot of snow, and it was the first week that I took almost a complete break from working out, and I felt great. I felt great. So there you go. So I'm always trying to balance what's too much, what's not enough. Always tweaking, learning to adapt and tweak. I want to push myself, but I don't want to push myself more than's necessary. I mean, I'm not like an Olympic competitor. I'm not a professional athlete, right? So it was good. He said, everything looks great. Keep doing what you're doing. He said, just take weeks off here and there as needed. If you just need a break, take a week off. But he's like, don't stop. What you're doing is going to help you in the long run. You're just experiencing a little bit more discomfort because you're trying to get better for the long run. So anyway, all in all, it was a good visit. I made it to a year, guys. I didn't die.